Welcome to the Rotary International Convention in Toronto. It's 2018. We're at the Shelterbox booth. My name's Richard. I'm a Shelterbox response team member for the last 7 years, going into natural disasters to take humanitarian relief to people that need it most to rebuild their lives. Let's go check out the booth. So over here, you have the Shelterbox. This is a box that contains the very basic things that we think people need to get their lives back up and running after a natural disaster. You got water purification that helps you tackle waterborne diseases, things like that, gives people something to drink, water carriers. You got your cooking utensils and the basics, for people to set up their meals and start to build some dignity into their livelihoods, blankets. One thing that's really important over here, we got the mosquito nets that are treated. A lot of environments we're going into mosquitoes, malaria, those kinds of things are a really big issue. And then right here, you got the star of the Shelterbox, the Shelterbox tent that really, is what this is about, providing people shelter, a sense of dignity, a place to live. It's not always necessary to give people a tent and all of these things. We customize our response to natural disasters around the world. Our next option is the shelter kit. Over here, we've got what people need to rebuild their roofs, rebuild the structure, basic tools, tarps, and fixings in situations that permit it. So actually, if you look around me, this is an example of what the shelter kit will look like and what it can do as people try to rebuild their roofs. I want to jump in here. A really important thing in disasters is light. People don't have light, and we hooked up with Luminade, and they create these amazing solar-powered lights that really allow families some of the little things that we forget make a home comfortable. I'm going to come over here and I want to show you this map. So if you have a look here, this is actually a look at all the places that Shelterbox has been active historically and is active now. So those gray dots are places that Shelterbox have been since our history, and the yellow dots symbolize where we're currently acting across the world. South America, Central America, Middle East. You got some stuff down in Asia with the refugee crisis, and down in the Philippines for disasters that seem to hit all the time. And lastly, I want to bring you over here. We've got this great interactive touchscreen display. So for people that want to come and find out more about what Shelterbox does around the world, this is where we're active, and you can find out more how to contribute, get involved with some of our affiliates that are around the world, and check out the rest of the Rotary Convention here in Toronto.